And hello. We are back for our last match of the day. It is going to be Cavalieri against Aversio. A spicy one. Cavalieri are currently 2-2. Aversio are currently 4-0. Quickly going to show off the stats. Aversio still need to find their first loss. Cavalieri 50-50. Maybe they 50-50 this. Let's see if they're able to find the game. Realistically, though, I think most people picked Aversio for Pick'ems for a good reason. They are going to be the favorite 110%, and I would not blame them. As I'm going to quickly check if the captains are ready for the captain interview, and we can get already started with the captain interview if that is the case. Let me see. Is our captains ready for the interview? If not, I will quickly join my caster until the captains get ready, or I'll drag them myself.
Hey, what's up, Luke? Welcome
Hello.
back. Didn't even take a day.
No, not even.
Right. So this game we're looking at Aversio, the Mad Titans of this tournament, versus Team Cavalieri. Is that correct? Yes, Cavalieri. I actually did a bit of snooping around in the background. Cavalieri are pretty good as a team, and I first and foremost thought that they might be related to the Maltese rugby team called Cavalieri. But a bit of research, and no, they weren't. So I was thinking maybe just maybe we would be seeing a double star performance, but no, unfortunately not. We are going to be seeing one of the best teams facing off against a mid-tier team. Hopefully, Cavalier will be able to hold out long enough to make an impact in the game, and at least show us that everyone should be trying their absolute best up against even the most fearsome opponents.
And with that, I will jump straight into the interview because it's already quite late and gonna have to leave you for a bit, bro.
Not a problem. See you in a second.
See you in a second. As
ماشي
I
كامل.
jump with the captains. Hello, guys.
Hello.
How are you
Hello,
guys doing?
Shana.
All good, guys.
مش حزين.
طيب
That's
طيب.
how. How are you guys feeling before this match? Excited? Not?
To be honest,
اجتهادي اجتهادي هي.
For Iglos, it's another Wednesday. No, Monday, يلا. كميت
Monday.
لي برو يلا اثنين عادوا. خلف السليب سكادجول برو. ايش As قال this interview started نحسب كل خطوة نقرا tired. It's getting quite late وكل عم نقعد عنده شغل مسيكن. شنو الأحيور بيتشا لايك باريل اللي شاطوك وقت اللي كنت تلعب ليج؟ طلعنا. Straight to the spice.
Full mute. From 1 minute.
ان solo queue نقبل مياك ها؟ نقبل مياك. Specialmente para top laner bro. You're an island. Just do your own thing. You win.
بالضبط.
شتحسن.
عملتها switched off once 500 LP. Hemmhekk ma terġa' xelta.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
I should do the same. قبل نعملك.
Fair enough. Both valid responses. سوا. كم امشي voice line اللي هي الفافوريتا تاعكم فليك. Like
بلامنت ما نعرفهمش ده.
Iglos
شي واحدة تا فيجر شي واحدة تا فيجر.
Look it up, look it up واحدة من تا فيجر.
اوه لا تعمل فايت. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. ديك طيبة.
كلاسيك وطيبة.
يو اوكي ترى راموس.
Chef kiss, simple, clean. For Iglos, what's your favorite voice line? With the top laners, maybe? I think go
God King Darius voice line.
اللي هي
I am the God King. xaġa keda.
bro just wants to be the Chad. Just enjoying life. Anyways. Li għu kalkem champion bħala pet, guys. Li ma champion kalkem bħala pet.
Champion bħala pet.
Yumi u Warwick. Yumi.
La Yumi. I like the Yumi.
Kollhom abilities.
ايوه
استنى
جيب.
استنى استنى استنى
جيبي
abilities.
ايزي جيبي انفينيت ماني جلitch.
jena kieku nieħu set mela. ħajqot jagħmel il-free weights.
kellek spotter għara, wieħed kellu spotter u li were just for money, li were trying to find a hack in the system. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. With that, guys, I'm gonna leave you the game, getting straight into it. Good luck for the draft. Give us an entertaining game. Handshakes, hopefully, all around. As we're seeing the Juan copy pastas going wild in the chat. And with that, guys,
Go.
have fun.
Just a big Juan fan. Glad to be here.
Glad to face all against your mascot. With that, ciao ciao. See you guys in the game as we are back with my one, my friend, Leban Bonman.
I am the one, yes, I don't need a gun to get respect up on this stream.
Look at him go, bro! Look at him go. He's dropping the fire. Sheesh.
Right. So that said, I saw that the interview went through pretty quick. The two teams seem to be dialed in. They're absolutely ready for this match. Let's have a look at if the draft link has been dropped. Has it been dropped anywhere?
I haven't received it actually, so
Right.
Villager noises.
Right.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Wait. What am I seeing here? Wait, what? Do Cavalieri secretly have a master player or two on their team? Am I seeing that right? No, that's a master player from Peach White. I wonder where that master is in. Someone of my friends was joking. They were saying, "What, he has master and what, TFT?" I don't think it'd be showing in a league lobby with that one.
I mean, Peach
Truly
White is the
disrespectful from
jungler,
my team.
so
Very
bro,
disrespectful from
is the
one of my
draft
friends.
being sent in the chat? No way. Nah,
And
nah.
it's draft, I guess. There you go.
Bro posted it in the chat. Bro leaked it. Redo it,
Oh,
cut.
man. Someone from the team, someone from the stream is going to watch. They're gonna join in, and they're going they're going to int the entire blue side champions. So like they're just gonna pick like Singed Yumi instantly straight off the bat.
Can I get one in the leak client or
I mean, I think it's the same link, is it not?
for me it's completely broken. I have a black
Yeah,
screen.
it's broken. I actually went in. It's a black screen. Hey, Ahmed Akhra. Yes, please.
We need a
Hello.
new one. We need a new one. Let's
No, we're getting memed. Says Starforger.
No, we're getting absolutely. No way! No way! No! Oh my god! I never closed something so quickly on the side of YouTube.
Whoa, what happened? Were you about to get one of those ads where there were hot milfs 5 miles away from you?
Listen, I just looked at the title and immediately closed it. That's all I have to say.
Aye. Okay, I see now. I see. Your YouTube auto suggest is dirty.
And now.
Why? Wait, why did I get sent to President Trump dances to YMCA at Pennsylvania rally? Excuse me? I thought that was the draft link. Why am I watching Donald Trump hitting
I'm
the
okay,
jig?
guys. I'm okay. For the people asking that way, they should have just said okay, but yeah. That is why I closed YouTube so fast, by the way.
Because you saw President Donald Trump hitting the jig.
That is not stream friendly, as we are seeing Cavalieri banning away the Nico. No smite strats being available today.
Most unfortunate. We're seeing a lot of Nico appearances in these games. A champion with a lot of outplay potential in the 5v5 format, with one of the best ultimates in the entire game. And we're seeing Udyr get banned out. Are they afraid of Cavalieri's annoying Udyr? A potential pick that they could pull out and annoy the ever-living shit out of with Eversio.
It does seem they're also respecting Juan Star Forger, so getting banned.
Right, we're seeing the disappearance of Aurelian Sol, as you mentioned. We're also seeing Volibear get banned. Okay, Aversio do not want to see any bears. A bit of spam. Iglos is drafting, bro. There. Mushakali, bro. A lot of spam in the League of Legends lobby itself. I don't think this is relevant to the draft. We're not being reported to any issues, thankfully. We see Yon get banned out and Akali get absolutely thrown out of the park from the side of Aversio. No more super carries for this game, guys. As we see Ziggs getting hovered again, are we going to be seeing it? Yes, we are. We're going to be seeing the bot lane or the mid lane getting bombed again for the next 30 minutes or so. Yet another
It is a
Ziggs pin.
takeaway from Awaken as well, to be fair, if Awaken is quite the Ziggs player. So, interesting ban commentary here.
As we have heard, Aversio have been drafting those safe bot lanes where they don't really need to overcommit to anything whatsoever because they have those abilities they can throw halfway across the lane. Aversio picking Lee Sin. Is that the first one of the tournament, or am I misunderstanding?
I might be the second, but it's either second or first. Not a common pick.
Not a common pick at all. A very skill reliant and very performance reliant champion. Something that you do not want to be doing in a 5v5 format. Because proper comms and team play could always beat you. Because one man against an army doesn't go way too well when you are 3 levels behind and getting clapped by 3 people at once. Syndra getting picked from Aversio's side, one of the safer mid laners and AP super carry that would scale very well into the late game. Perhaps Lee Sin here is only here to balance out this late to early to late game conversion. Wukong getting hovered from Cavalier. We're seeing another monkey on the rift today. Yay! Yeah, monkey.
Wukong has been quite a favorite pick in the LCM. It does
I'm
seem.
very surprised. I am very, very surprised. A lot of people seem to really like Wukong for some reason, and I'm not understanding it. Could you enlighten me?
I think it just has to do with the Cyclone utility and just so like CC damage clone. If it gets ahead, Wukong is so annoying, and the CC helps a lot. Allows you to play with your team. And something that can also allow you to play with your team is the Seraphine. A good Seraphine can make the big difference. And let's see how this ultimates go out. As till now, Aversio are decently short ranged. Maybe the Syndra not the shortest of range, but it could be something very good against Lee Sin, who wants to close the gap. Something good perhaps against the Taric, just gotten locked in on the side of Aversio.
Tarek getting picked after Seraphine. Would you not think that this Tarek is supposed to be the counter pick to our star performer from Piltover? Do you think that this could be some secret hidden meta?
I
Could
think the
this be
secret
something that
hidden
we're
meta is going to be
noticing?
press R.
Ah, yes, I see. So how would you possibly kill the entire team if the entire team is invulnerable? I see. I wasn't thinking on that level. Thank you for enlightening me.
And then the Syndra ult as well, another press R button. Lee Sin does have Lee Sin does need a brain. Lee Sin needs two brain cells. The others can operate on one.
Lee Sin, 2 brain cells. Have you ever seen those videos, either fake or real, where somewhere on a Chinese super server we see Lee Sin flying in 1v5, but then he prowlers, but then he TPs, but then he ults, but then he flashes, and 5 people go flying in completely opposite directions. Hopefully we get to see that this game.
Would be really entertaining if we get seeing something like that. So now Gangplank getting targeted. Iglos also kind of targeted with Gangplank Gwen getting banned out here. The Gwen and Gangplank do suggest that Cavalieri do kind of want to go this like tank-ish top side. I would say like why else would you ban the Gwen and Gangplank? Right, like you're hoping that Aversa go to Thorn, and then you counter pick with the tank of yourself. You also need quite a lot of front line because right now Wukong is not the best front line. So, let's see.
Someone in chat asked Prowlers in 2024. No, I'm talking about those older clips, the ones which were super staged, and the ones which were very entertaining to watch for a very short time.
And Viego on the side of Aversio. Third appearance today, man. Fourth, counting he was banned in the third game. So Viego today, the pick of the day, almost 100% ban rate or pick rate. Same thing with the Wukong, to be fair. Two of the star characters who are being picked throughout the day. And now that only leaves Cavalieri to close out. They're gonna
I
close
wouldn't
it
say
off.
only the day. We're seeing a lot of Viego and a lot of Wukong throughout the entire tournament as
Is
a
Seraphine mid?
whole.
Seraphine at the carry? Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Could
whoa.
be.
I really thought that Seraphine was support.
Could be anything. We would not know until the moment we get into the actual game itself and we see the players positioning for their early game.
It
Well,
is
unless
gonna
of course
be
the next
Surf.
pick is. Let's see. It's still too early to judge. This team has 2 flex picks, either the Seraphine, the Ziggs, Darius. Okay, so that leaves us with Nautilus as the support and Seraphine and Ziggs as the mid laner or ADC. We would not know which one is which.
No way they just picked the Darius against the Darius on one trick pony. No way. The
Was that a
disrespect.
steal?
That
Was
was a
that a
steal.
steal?
That was a
Are they
steal.
daring to counterpick?
Darius now has to play against. Sorry, Iglos. I got confused because I know Iglos is the Darius one trick, but apparently Cavalieri's top lane is also a Darius one trick. So Darius making his way there against the Jays. Oh.
Well, let's see if the arcane buff let's Jace smash Darius in this laning phase. Now you thought I was gonna make a dirty joke there. I won't.
Ha. I did think I let you cook, but bro's been on the clean slate, huh?
Keeping it family friendly for all the people who are watching with minors around. Whoa.
Whoa, why are minors playing League? Also, why are we in a tournament draft? Oh my god, it's gonna take so long. Anyways,
Okay, well, 10 years later. Do you want to maybe hop onto some royalty-free elevator music? You know, courtesy of yours truly.
yes. In the meantime, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna show the pick'em stats. Wait, moment. Let's time it. 3, 2, 1.
What am I supposed to be doing? I'm supposed to be playing it?
Wait, there. Wait, my thing. Wait, hold up.
Whoa. Okay,
Whoa.
guys, Cavalieri is actually predicted to win at 100%
No, wait,
chance.
those are wrong. Those are wrong.
Absolutely, in no universe will Aversio win this match. Cavalieri coming in with 100% vote from the community.
No, wait. I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. You have no idea how cooked I am with that. Oh, hold up.
I think Ali will have to save us with this one.
I might have added an extra 2 zeros on the side of Cavalieri and forgot to add the one on the side of Aversio.
All right, let's edit those stats. Meanwhile, guys, you know.
There, fixed the proper.
Okay. So actually, absolutely no one voted for Cavalieri. Wow, I am most disappointed. Although we know that Aversio is one of the top 3 teams, being rivaled only by Agony and HUJ. Currently, this team is going to be facing 100% of the Pickham's votes, and will have to deliver. If we're not going to be seeing them perform here, the fans will be upset. They are going to be disappointed. We saw them pick out this Lee Sin. We know that the fans know what they want. They want to see it. They want to see that insect kick. They want to see Seraphine, who's trying to ult, get absolutely launched out of that position. The fans are demanding it. They want it. They want to see those plays going through. They are tired of watching tanks who cannot die sit inside of Nexus turret. They are tired of seeing fist fights between bruisers that do no damage to each other. They want to see flashy plays. They want to see massive outplays. Are you not entertained? Is this what you
not
want?
entertained? I mean,
Is this what you wanted?
this is definitely gonna be a very sexy draft. I mean, both teams are just looking to hide micro each other. I'm not gonna lie. Whoever wins the early game GG were played, I wanna say, or whoever gets the most lanes ahead. GG were played. If this Viego is ahead, really nice on the side of Aversio to have a lot of fun. Jace then gets ahead, Syndra gets ahead. What are you gonna do on the side of Cavalieri rather than just watch and try and wave clear? I guess they might have a bit of better scaling with the Seraphine Ziggs, maybe. But at the same time, there's Viego, there's Elisen, so
We're
you
seeing
know.
a lot of scale from the side of Aversio, like their trademark playstyle is to wait and scale. And rarely enough, we're seeing Cavalieri taking the aggro team here. With Nautilus, Wukong, and Darius on the same team, we're seeing a team comp from God knows which year this is. I believe this team comp could have been possible 10 years ago. if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, remove the Seraphine and yes.
Yeah, forget about Seraphine. That champion is not here.
I mean, the champion will feel like kind of a bot, a healing bot. But really and truly,
Either I think the Seraphine is going to make you eat your words there, because we're actually seeing Akali, the mid laner on Seraphine. That is not going to be healing bot. That is actually going to be the super carry full AP mid lane Seraphine.
listen, let them cook. Let them cook, I would say. And, prove me wrong, 120%. But Seraphine into a Syndra, how does that matchup go? I'm really curious. I would say it's maybe Seraphine favored early, later game Syndra favored.
I think that the laning phase is going to be like two monkeys who have a turf war. They're going to start throwing everything that they have at each other, so to say. And then it's going to end up just being a fact of which monkey's tree gets cut down, as in the team that ends up bringing up the game behind this mid laner. I don't think that mid lane is going to be that pivotal until the moment that it gets to team play and they start being required off in every team fight.
I will
So
have
to
to agree
say,
with you on that.
this lane will not go anywhere unless Seraphine or Syndra oversteps and performs poorly. We are not going to be seeing any action at all.
Let me see if I can do the SMR Red Bull opening as I pop up a Red Bull at 10 p.m. Not sure how good of an idea it is, but it is an idea.
Sounds like a horrible idea to me.
I need the
Right? Perhaps
energy.
you'll be very energized at night after this match, as we are actually being prognosed that this match will end at somewhere near 11 to 11:15.
Listen, if anything, if I'm too energetic to sleep, bro, I just cleaned the apartment. It needs a cleanup. Like,
Right, yo, your neighbors, your neighbors are going to love hearing the Hoover, especially who was it that
I
was
don't
your neighbor again?
I don't courier. I don't
Courier.
Hoover, but like just quickly mop it up and then pass it up with a bit of a squeezer. But
Right, let's keep you up to that word. If you're going to be doing that, indeed, we're going to be probably seeing you casting tomorrow. Are you gonna be casting tomorrow? Let me check.
nah, man, tomorrow I'm playing against Horizon. Cannot be casting my own game, unfortunately.
Just cast your own game.
Not a skill I possess just yet. Maybe
Right,
one
so
day.
that'll be me casting for you. You better be energetic for tomorrow's game. I do not want to be seeing a floppy performance from you.
We're cooking.
Oh, I see,
Trust.
I see.
Till now,
All right, all eyes on miscreants. But for now, I don't think that we should be talking about tomorrow's
We
match.
really
Let's talk about
shouldn't.
today's match. We're in, and we're actually loading in this loading screen right here, right now, on the Summoner's Rift. We're seeing that indeed it was Akali in the mid lane with Seraphine, Bodgar picking out that Ziggs. Some very, very nasty champion picks from either of
Wait,
the two
Lee Sin
sides.
bot lane? I just
Lee-
clicked.
I beg your pardon. You are correct. You're fully correct.
We're blind.
This is either a Syndra to Lee Sin swap or Lee Sin is playing in the bot lane. Are we going to be seeing? Wait, Tark attaches W. He does the E. Lee Sin flies in. Free combo.
For real. It
We
does
weren't
seem.
seeing it.
Tariq Lee Sin against a Ziggs not. What an exciting matchup that will be.
I wasn't even ready. There was no universe in which I was prepared for what is going to be unfolded this game. We
Skin
are going to be
difference. Who wins,
seeing
chat? Who wins the skin game?
Tark and Viago don't have skins. Pool Party Listen would outdrip if it was the previous Pool Party Listen, the one where he was rising up Oriana.
Renee no longer is up Ariana, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, she's been zoomed out, and now he's holding hands with Tarek. What is this?
Oh!
Forbidden Romance on the Summoner's Rift, guys. We're coming in live right here and right now. Currently at 10:35 p.m. We are unable to download spectator data, guys. I see. Riot Games have become homophobic, and they're not letting us watch a game where Lee Sin is holding hands with Tarek. After having had watched the first season of Arcane and hearing about some of the things that happened during the second season, I would be thinking that Riot Games were better than this.
Do you know about the China story without spoiling anything?
The China store?
The China story. How Arcane is different for China.
Ooh, I know. I've heard of it. Apparently, in some of the scenes where you see,
don't spoil it.
Can I say it very briefly without being very specific? Not going too far into depth.
Don't mention characters, don't mention anything. Just mention what
Okay,
China
I
did.
won't mention. Okay, so during some of the scenes where you'd be seeing female characters interacting with one another, or male characters interacting with one another, they'd be actually cutting out the two characters from each other's scenes and instead panning to them individually, giving them a scene each. So instead of showing like let's say, do you remember that scene from the first season? Let's say where Victor goes to save Jace and then Jace goes to save Victor. For example, that right there, China would have actually censored it, and they would be talking to each other, not from close by, but from like a whole room and a half away, and they wouldn't be in the same shot at the same time. So China has actually fully censored out almost all of the same-sex interactions from Arcane.
And my game
Not
is
to be.
broken. Is your game
So is
broken?
mine. Oh
No, it's
no,
coming.
it's loaded. It's loaded. Okay, so not to be woke, but China kind of scuffing themselves on this one.
They really are. They ruined the scenes, but anyways.
I couldn't imagine watching a scene where one character is talking and then it just shows the same scene, but the other character is missing. Imagine that. Wait, imagine. Our stream, right? But instead, you're like seeing that you're casting, and I don't hear my the fans would not be able to hear me on your stream. But then there'll
I
be
would
my
be
stream
react-
running on the side.
I would be reacting to you at the same time, right? I would like be playing
Yeah,
off
yeah,
you,
yeah.
and like people have no idea what the hell is happening.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Who's this guy talking to? Has he gone insane? Does he need to belong in the asylum?" And then there'd be my stream running on this.
We now know why LOL Dil, bro! LOL Dil it is! Let's go to LOL Dil. Yeah, la 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 la.
Alright, did you manage to go through LOL during our match
Oh
or
no,
no?
wait. We only did one as.
They're back. They're back.
There are lots of pings in the bot side.
Oh, they're going for the invade. I see. Right. It's like I was trying to say. Imagine a stream where you can hear yourself in your own stream, but you cannot hear me, and then me streaming separately, where I am showing my stream, and no one else can hear you, except unless they're watching you. That
Yeah.
would be very cooked.
Very
And-
cool as we're stuck on a pause screen. For the time being.
Cooked, not cool. That would be absolutely lame. I think that would be. Wah, wah.
As we
Oh.
are seeing now. Aversio are walking in. However, they will be kind of spotted by that word. They do seem to just call it off. And
No
Aversio
point to
going
contest.
to the top bush. No point in contesting here. Just seeing.
Absolutely no point. Why would they contest? They're playing a late game scaling team. This early game fight would turn against them if Nautilus lands a very nice hook and the team manages to go in. Seraphine, with her level 1 double ability, would be able to pull out some very crazy damage, and they would end up losing it. Did I just hear Ziggs burping?
Yep.
That was very surprising. I thought, where is the Gragas in this game? But apparently it was a furry little creature in the bot lane who has decided that his talent is swallowing bombs.
Bro is like drinking my Red Bull. As we're seeing, Starforger is invading Peach White here. Peach White will have to make a small run for it. Yeah, Starforger is being very annoying. Peach White, however, hasn't used Smite till now. Akali is here to answer for this bot lane, and Peach White able to find the first buff now. And the bot lane of Aversio are a bit now all over the place. Gonna be behind in this lane for 100%.
But that wouldn't really matter if you're playing as two melee champions in this bot lane, which is actually what is happening. I thought Syndra would have swapped to bot lane. I thought Lee Sin would try to go mid, be more aggressive. But no, we are actually seeing it. We are seeing the bromance from bot lane coming out with Lee Sin and Taric together, trying to be capable of doing this lane by themselves, with no range and only fist fighting to be expected from this bot lane. What is the ultimate goal? What is the long con from Aversio? We know that they like playing safe. We know that they like to play the long con. Why such an aggro bot lane? Why so uncharacteristic
Have
of them?
fun. I think they're playing for content. They want to be on the highlights. As Nautilus does find a really good hook, Botgar does find a lot of damage on the Starforger. Starforger ignited the Q, almost finds the Starforger's health bar. And now, Starforger very low in this level 1. Scatter of the week, very good trade onto Akali there. Not looking so good for a Versio in this early game. At least on the bot side.
Well, as much as this bot side early game might be behind, I think that they will scale back with time and with effort. With all of the possibilities weighted sort of and accounted for, I do really think that there is some space for outplays here.
There really is. However, bot lane level 3 first, we are seeing in the bot side, Wukong is getting invaded. Iglos will be looking to trade, Viego here to help. Peach White might be forced to flash, the root does come through. However, Peach White able to live that. And now, Bracoon needs to make a run for it, as he is getting chased by Iglos. Akali doesn't have the mana bar to really help. Now stunned Darius has to make a run for it. And Bracoon just looking to collect the scuttle there.
Ooh, but did you see that in bot lane just now? Did you pan over in time? Did you see Starforger going in, but then canceling out his entire engage with a shield? Ooh.
As now, Akali forced a flash.
But flash also coming out from Bricuna, 1-for-1 flash trade, both from the mid laner and the jungler. Which one being more pivotal? I think Bricuna not having flash here is going to absolutely handicap him for the entire early game. A very hasty decision made by Versio. What are we seeing here? An
Bracoon now
engage.
trying a bit, I think getting a bit more. Still needs to reset. Peach White in the meantime has looked for the reset, does have the item advantage. Botcar looks to trade for 1-for-1. However, first blood force over to Tarek. Now Syndra first to rotate. Akali trying here to help Peach White, does find the assist. And now two members down on the side of Verso. Verso looking to get cleaned off the map as the third one falls down. In the meantime, like a warrior looking to do and get his own screen time in the top lane, as Iglos does get 4 bleed stacks on top of him. At the end of the day, it is a 3-for-1 in this bot side.
Wow, we're seeing a lot of action. I think Aversio's decision to say, hey, listen, we're not losing to Gladiators, we can pick whatever we want, is going to backfire for this early game. We cannot be too sure. Cavalieri. Oops, my apologies. My sincere apologies. The two medieval teams playing today have confused me ever so slightly. I hope that they will find it in their hearts to forgive me.
Indeed, they will, don't worry. As I've just pointed out to the stream, I'm trying some new observer stuff. Let me know if you're liking it, if you're hating it, especially when it comes to team fights. So, feedback would be very much appreciated. Other than that, we are seeing kind of a chill game state as Ducky Warrior does force Iglos Flash there. This Darius one trick, well, you could be referring to both to those to be honest, but Iglos is gonna face one of his best champions in his lane, and kinda losing to it. As now, Cavalieri were first to their grabbies here, Bracoon will be caught out by Glad's hook. And with Jace just teleporting back in the lane, will Averso give this up? It does seem that this is gonna be the case. Ducky Warrior needs to be a bit careful because Iglos has reset by this time and Darius still needs to look for his own personal reset.
But with Darius being such a strong champion, so many plays happening in his immediate vicinity. Oh!
But Iglos in the return! Okay, your Ziggs die, but Iglos dies in return, and you bail out your Darius, so it is kinda fine-ish, but there doesn't have teleport, and a big wave is crashing into this bot side. However, this cannon wave, and only 4 minions are crashing, the rest you should be able to catch. So it's
let me lay out my opinion on this really quickly. As we're seeing, Ziggs is a very, very stable champion throughout the game. It will not matter how much he dies in the early game because lobbing bombs does not require so much so to be ahead of the enemy. On the other hand, if Chase is behind, where's the damage going to come from? From nowhere, that's where.
What? The flash protect! Glad you're a fucking legend! But he still survives! Oh my god!
He tries to leave the kill for Akali, but Akali has no mana. They did not see the stats going through. Unfortunately, Cavalieri did not manage to secure the kill on Draco. Did I say that right this time?
Yeah, oh my god, man, the Glad, you're such a legend, you will die here. But 07 in the chat, this dude predicted the flash himself. Oh my god. But predict.
If this game ends and we're actually seeing a loss from Aversio and we will get to the MVP interview, I really want to have Geld over for a quick second even if he's not the MVP by that time. I just want to tell him, like, good job, man, with that predict. Listen, in a million years, if I was you in that position, I would not have hit it. All props, all hats off to Geld for that amazing flash predict of Dracour.
That was holy moly, Cavalieri are playing with confidence, that's for sure, as they find themselves even against Aversio at 8 minutes. Aversio's biggest strength is their late game macro, to be fair. So, you know, a bit of scrappy early game, nothing new to Aversio. Let's see how they recover. Now you need to be very careful of your towers. Darky Warrior getting a very bad trade against the Jace. We are seeing why Iglos now has picked this. Once this Jace reaches a bit of a later game stage, very oppressive against the Darius.
Right, but if I have to say this, to be honest, although that Ducky Warrior is getting out-traded by Eyeglass, don't forget that Darius is a 100-0 monster that if he decided to, and if he wanted to, he'd be able to flip that around. With no summoner spells on Eyeglass, if Ducky Warrior had ghosted there and just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm going in, and just went all in with his E, with his W, with his Q, anything that he had available at that moment, I think he would have actually managed to grab a kill for himself.
Yes, but Igros is running phase rush, so he actually is quite mobile. As Ducky Warrior will find out, does get dove under tower. Starforger now going so far forward. He does find the kill onto the Ziggs. Prower collects that for his AD carry. Is like text because I did all the work. You did nothing, you just press Q, come on. As we are seeing just how aggressive they are positioning, they will be looking to do this again. Sneaky on the side of Aversio.
Who needs minion waves? Who needs minion waves when you can just get kills for it?
This ward is the MVP if you ask me. Just because she will spot out Ziggs again. And look at how aggressive they are going to be positioning. They will be looking to collect him once again. Ziggs is aware of what is happening there and needs to be careful. Will decide to phase jack that once again. Deja vu. What am I seeing this time though? The satchel, he knew they were there, and now not. Also again another time position to respond. Prower now forced to expand his own flash, as now a ward is dropped in the bush. Glad very close to Bodgar, and now Akali is roaming back to this bot side. The hook does land onto the wall. Glad if you had 6 there, maybe you had a play. Now the Seraphine in the bot side does allow a versus to perhaps start the grabs here. With her HP bar, not a lot she can find in this bot side.
We're seeing a lot of movement from Cavalieri, all the right responses, unfortunately getting caught off by unexpected and very aggressive plays. Exactly what you'd expect from a high skill team like Aversio. But unfortunately, every time they move for a play is just not the right choice. Although during the normal circumstances it would be. Like, let's see, to cover this bot lane from a tower dive. Arriving at 0 HP, Seraphine would not have been able to make much of an influence. At that point, it's a game of save your own time. You know, as much as you want to help the team, if the team is...
Glad another hook coming through! Does for now the Tariq does come through. Bodgar needs to hold his abilities. Now Prower is a bit too far forward as there's another fight in the top side. In the meantime, Akali does find the route onto the Viego. Bot side still a brawl. Now, actually Ducky Warrior is looking for the recess. Igros will bleed out of that. Bodgar in the meantime is fighting in this bot side. The minion! The double kill does find its way onto the Star Forger. The MVP, not the Nautilus, it's the Winions!
Right, we're experiencing a minion diff in the bot lane. Unfortunately, they are paid actors and have decided that killing the player right here will get them a fat paycheck.
You're so dead there. Actually, that crew does not have ultimate. You're not dead, my bad.
I see. We're fear mongering now. We're telling Ducky that he is dead, that he should not try. I swear, if that was... Ooh.
Oh, maybe he is dead! No, not yet, not yet.
Raptors decide that they are not paid actors, they were not getting paid enough, and they decide to not turn around and start mauling the Darius at the first instance that they have a chance to.
But that interrupt does cost Darius a lot of money, a lot of XP in the top side. Iglos is eating really good. And now Scatter of the Week does hit onto Akali, shields just in time to avoid the damage. And we are seeing now, this is the thing with the Aversio, they will slowly get the advantage. They start building gold advantages just by being in a better position on the map. They are now 2k gold ahead. The kills are quite even, to be honest, but let's see
What
now.
does that matter when levels are more of an influential statistic at this moment? As first tower in the game falls, Igloss, the top laner, Jace
725
grabbing 725 gold. Jesus Christ, almost 1,000 gold from claiming the first tower in the game.
Indeed. And now we just have to wait for the time being on how this game
But
develops.
wait, we will not do for long because we currently have Dragon and 4 people in the bot lane from either of the two teams. We are getting ready for some very important plays here as
they will be
Cavalieri are
spotted.
moving up.
As
Spotted they were, but they're still moving up. They're positioning themselves aggressively. Is that really the best choice that they can make
oh
here?
my god, they're gonna get sanguished. I can see it. I'm showing the fog of war. I'm like, keep targeting. Now they're only seeing Starforger walk forward. Tarek does fight a two-man rush out from the side of Seraphine. This Wukong is actually pretty huge. With 3 for already completed. Power doesn't have the ult. Double kill for the Seraphine. Peach White does force the flash onto Igloss. Igloss forced the flash onto the core. Igloss now the only one alive on the side of Aversio. In the meantime, Darius is just split pushing, and the Seraphine found the quadra kill. Holy moly! Cavalieri are here to fight.
Okay, they're not going down without a fight, and I don't think they're going down at all. We saw Peach White pull off one of the nastiest Wukong ults of the entire tournament so far. He actually managed to knock up 4 people there twice, flash over the wall, and clean up that kill on Drakor with his extended Q. The staff strike, I believe. Him, right there, him and Seraphine managed out so much damage. Bodgar with that ultimate, the big one, landing right on top of the entire team while they were all charmed. That right there was the wombo combo we've been waiting for. This right here is the Cavalieri special coming through. To everyone who saw that, they now owe €5 to Cavalieri.
Starforger wants the 5 euros back.
Okay, no, Starforger wants it back now. He does not want to give anyone that.
Even though they found the quadra kill, right?
I was moved to tears there.
That's still 2k gold ahead, right? For the side of Versio, right? So like,
Yes. Right. But with a play that flashy, we cannot ignore them. We cannot deprive Cavalieri of their moment of fame.
So
As
something
that
which
play
I've
was
noticed
actually
from that
insane.
fight is Aversa cannot walk into Cavalieri. They cannot walk into a Darius. They cannot walk into a Wukong.
If they try to walk into Ziggs or Seraphine, they're not gonna move too far.
The Seraphine was huge there. 2 item Seraphine, 15 minutes. Sheesh!
Absolutely crazy.
I mean, she has how much of the gold? She has 6k. Okay, Syndra actually not that far behind, to be fair. So, you know. I'm pretty sure Syndra next base thus has her next completed item. As we are seeing actually Lethality Chase. Interesting choice here. Just looking to poke out the enemy with his Qs in the late game. As a gank is coming here from Brickoon in the lane. Bodgardo will spot him out from that Q. Akali getting herself ganked from the Jace. With that top tower down, it does allow rotations to come through on the side of Aversio. Now looking to collect that mid tower and drifting perhaps bot lane as well. If they're completely abandoning mid, Aversio can continue walking down this mid. And
Cavalieri are actually faced with some difficult decisions here. Will they keep up that split push? Will they go towards the team fighting stage? Will they miss out on prio here or there just to ensure that no one else dies? Will they wait for the next objective? What is the right choice? Well, suppose we'll never know.
I mean, the right choice is to somehow, I would say, in this situation, as soon as Seraphine died there, Darius wanted to hard shove and go mid, I would say, but he couldn't. He still should have not would have not been there in time, I would say. So don't get solo killed ideally, or don't get 2v1 in this mid lane. Be a bit more safe, especially as Seraphine. And glad you just hooked the wall. Whoa.
That right there was not a wall, that was a singular pebble sticking out. Geld is being inted by the map.
First the minions, then the... That's a very big shield, holy moly, okay, never. As now
Seraph's
Jace is
Embrace
the
coming
pick.
in clutch.
Bot tower is bye-bye.
Oh, well, that's both a TP and...
He missed!
Brookun
wait,
has no driving license.
wait, he didn't miss. He's saving Rift Herald's HP for the next crash.
He
Actually,
still takes the
pretty
full
smart.
damage from crashing into a wall or the tower.
No, he doesn't. When you crash
He
into a
doesn't.
wall, you take reduced damage.
Oh, I see. So that was the secret meta there. I see.
As now, Notus will come hook. This time the Taric ult is available for the side of Power. Balheim so much time with that flash might be able to make his way out. However, just so much to see coming through on the side of Cavalieri. They're able to find one in return with Dragon spawning in around 50 seconds. Will Cavalieri be able to find river control with one crucial member down on the side of Aversio? It does seem that this will not be the case, as Iglos perhaps positioning himself a bit too far forward. He does have some really good happy feet to dodge Akali's abilities there, and with Wukong not having Cyclone to his availability, it might just be Aversio giving up this mid tower.
Again, we're seeing Ducky Warrior not playing as aggressively as he could have. He is alone against Dracor in the top lane. He is Darius. He has both Ghost and Flash up. He could easily go for that solo kill and push out the tower. But he has to unfortunately play back because he is afraid. He does not know what is going to happen to him if he does go for the engage. He's unsure, I believe, whether his kill will actually bring profit to the team because he might be saving his abilities for a bigger team fight coming up. But unfortunately, he stays in the top lane and does not move towards this objective. With all of Cavalieri's abilities down from that previous team fight, they are not able to contest. As Aversio actually, as Aversio take this Drake at a discount rate.
However, maybe they will find the follow-up rate as Ducky Warrior is stunned. Bro, you need to press the ghost button way earlier, as now he might have to press it to run away. Dracor is chasing, flash forward, does come out from Dracor, does force Darius flash there. However, Aversio completely abandoned the mid prio for the Drake with a Ziggs on this mid turret. This mid tower is gonna be completely dead. Peachwise, you should have been helping in mid. What are you doing on the red buff? You're trolling your team a bit. And now Bodgar and Gritsu might be able to trade their life just because Wukong was there, not there to help. A very small misplay. Glad does find the 3-man ultimate. Zigzag does come through. Now, however, Iglos is flanking the Ziggs. And a hook from Brickcoon showing us how to hook an invisible Wukong there. And although a very good ult does come out from Seraphine, Wukong, man, you cannot go for camps. You need to help your team with your tower. Get the tower, then back off and reset as a team. Now, Aversio, free entry into the Baron Pit. And from this point onward, Aversio will be looking to control the game.
Yep, as we had predicted, unfortunately, Cavalieri are ending up on the short side of this exchange between teams. Unfortunately, Aversio have picked out a way more scaling heavy comp. Cavalieri have not pushed out their entire early game prio, and Ducky decides, you know what, this is it.
It's time to press the ghost and press the outplay button as he tries to fight 2v1, is able to find one. Now Glad is doing his own 2v1 on the side. However, unbeknownst to him, Akali is there to help him. Akali, not actually the Seraphine, is not the best DPS. However, Wukong now here. Power ult does come out, the Tyrant ult to help out again. Akali trying to be smart with her flash. She does buy enough time. She's getting so many Aversio members. However, the Lethality J is able to pick up the kill with the EQ.
Ay, we're seeing so many small fumbles here and there, and this is how the cookie crumbles. Unfortunately, Cavalieri have fallen behind at a significant, am I seeing that right? 5,000? 6,000 gold disadvantage. Aversio currently leading at 6k gold. How close they were to reaching the sun and how the mighty have fallen. Cavalieri are now unfortunately being faced with the passing of time as the champions on Aversio's team scale insanely more efficiently, with way harder, with way more proficiency than their own team.
Yeah, and now we've seen the Seraphine stuck on 2 items for just so long. It does feel like the Seraphine now has fallen a bit behind the Syndra, if not like completely even. I don't think now it's a good situation for the side of Cavalieri. You're fighting from behind, you don't really scale nearly as well as Aversio. Maybe the Ziggs, if he's able to get his second, third item online, You have some really good damage sources with no real MR built on the side of a Versio. This Ziggs could actually look to one-shot people. However, Ziggs still level 10 compared to Starforger, who is level 13, compared to Syndra, who is level 14. Ziggs is currently really weak in that stats department. As now Brickcoon is looking for the Seraphine. Seraphine forced to alt. The satchel there from Ziggs, very very nice. Look it from Glad, will save Akali or give her a bit more time. Now Brickcoon going a bit too far forward. Ziggs will also use Starforger, does go in. The knockup is there from Glad, very good E from the side of Ziggs there, and now Averse are actually on the run. They might have bitten more than they can chew. So many blinking health bars on the side of Cavalieri, and they're able to live that. Igros would have loved to find a pick there. He is unable to find anything. And now Ducky Warrior is sitting, watching his own tower fall down.
A very unfortunate timing for that ultimate Ducky with no summoners available to him. Comes in to save the day, but has not any of his abilities. Maybe he should have saved them for this time. Maybe he should have played more aggressive earlier. We're seeing a lot of that, of those small decisions coming into play now. What we could have not expected to make the slightest of differences has apparently become the most pivotal play. As in bot lane, Peachwhite and Botcar actually claim a kill on Starforger.
And it's on a crucial timer.
Yes, exactly. Right before the upcoming objective of the second Mountain Drake of the game.
Ooh. Do you decide to play? But if you play for this, you're giving up so much on top. Someone has to catch the top side. And it does seem like Ducky Warrior will be put on that responsibility. You look perhaps to cross map this with a bot tower. Look to play, get a tower very quickly with the Ziggs and look to do Drake. Ducky Warrior needs to catch this and reset to help his team with the dragon.
But Bodkar uses the satchel to destroy that tower early, and they're there early at this dragon. Unable to contest anything extra. They do not need to, because they're just going to grab a free objective and leave. They don't need anything else. That's all. This is their catch-up mechanic.
Free? Viego might be looking to steal it here. Glad is playing pretty oppressive. Please burst it down. Viego's there for the steal. It is secured by the Wukong. Cavalieri here. You really don't want to fight this. Brukun trying to sorry. Peachwhite able to find the kill before the ult comes down on the Taric. Now Ducky Warrior is trying to carry this by himself. Ghost does come out. Now he does use the Titanic item to try and find the slow. The Q not in the heal range. Now Ducky Warrior also forced to flash. Starforger emoting before going in. A bit of BM there on the side of Aversio. 3 crucial picks found with only Braccoon taking his life. It does seem like Aversio now will be looking to open up this mid. Let's see if Seraphine does have the wave clear necessary with this cannon minion to be able to stop their advance. It does seem that the cannon minion does survive, and even though it falls, the damage is just too much from the side of Aversio.
Right, the damage fall off is really great. You know, as soon as that minion dies, I would expect the damage to fall instantly. But no, Aversio have actually taken both the mid tower and that inhib. They declare that they are going to contest this Baron. If they leave this mid open for too long, that would be a catch-up mechanic. Peachwhite taking the opportunity to jump Eyegloss, but does not manage to catch much.
Here got a bit of tempo, as they really need to reset on their Syndra and Eyegloss. If Baron spawns in 30 seconds, Eyegloss really needs a reset here, and so does Syndra. Both, I think, of them are sitting on their third item. Syndra, Dracula just in comms, I can already imagine it. Eyegloss, back off! Hanestri fucking Zonias! Please, let me buy Zonias, and then we fight! Let me see if he has it in base. I think he's waiting for it. I genuinely think he's waiting for it. He's calling for his team, like, guys, please.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see that? Me bombo clad. We saw a missed ability from Akali. Akali absolutely whiffing that ultimate and flash. Unfortunately, Starforger avoiding it just by this skin of his teeth. Is that the saying?
And the Dracor has Zonias. I was right. He was definitely in comms yelling at them. Get me Zonias. I'm an idiot. Now Starforger does go in. Going into a Not who has a root. Very good ult does come through there from the start of Forger, but Not has an ult of his own. He does find the pick. Starforger is trolling a bit, as now Ziggs is able to collect the double kill. Meanwhile, Iglos is trying to find the Ducky Warrior there, and the Versa just gave a Baron to Cavalieri?
Yes. Seems we're both getting caught up with this one.
Teleport? Seraphine? You're trolling. Seraphine. What are you doing? Why did you teleport bot? Huh? Huh? You had a Baron. Yeah,
And the team is forced to back off because Seraphine did teleport to the bot lane instead of the dragon. Sorry, the Baron. Wow.
oh
The
my
summoner
god,
spell goes to the wrong
Cavalieri.
direction.
Cavalieri, you have so many small like mistakes that you're doing. Your team fighting is actually pretty good. You're finding picks. Of course, Starforger is trolling a bit too much, but
He's trying to make a flashy play here. We cannot blame the man. He's putting on a show.
as now Akali caught off the reset, and she's just gonna get run down by Iglos. She cannot even survive this, not in a million years. Um, and now it's time for a versus to Baron.
Yep, unfortunately, with that previous pick from Cavalieri, they do not have the DPS to rush a Baron out from under the noses of a Versio. They are unfortunately forced to play this game even slower than they had anticipated. Having no DPS on the team actually forces you to 5-man that Baron. Like having no ADC
Yeah.
makes you not have that steady pool of DPS available to you. Unfortunately, because of that, they do not manage to claim any objective and have to back off. That entire play right there was sponsored by the AP bot lane. Thank you guys.
Indeed it was. And by the Jace finding sorry, not Jace finding the pick, that was the play after. I was gonna refer, this tower was sponsored by Jace finding the pick onto the Seraphine. And yeah. This game
Sponsors
state now
left, right,
looking
and
rough for
center. I think we
Cavalieri.
need to have. I think we need to have those animated banners. You know how they have it in Worlds, like Baron Power Play, sponsored by Red Bull. We need to have that, but ours. You know.
Listen, if Red Bull want to sponsor me, I'll gladly drink Red Bull at midnight. I'll do it. Just give me the sponsor.
I think
Yes.
they did ask you to get onto a motorcycle and fly off the side of a cliff.
I'll do it! Bet!
Okay, we heard it here first, folks. If Red Bull comes up and tells Luke to fly off the side of a cliff on a motorcycle, he will accept it.
I really would love here if actually Cavalieri position for a Baron rather than Drake. It's only your third Drake and you need to find something else on the map. You really shouldn't be fighting this. It's you're not in a position to fight this at all. Period. And with your mid inhibitor, okay, actually Superman is half spawning. So it's a bit better, but you're just gonna get poked out. Play around the Baron and try to force perhaps a 5v4 in the top side while, let's say, Bracoon is doing Dragon on his own. Meanwhile, if you just position around this Drake, you're just gonna get slowly poked out by the Jace and Drakor, who have very high range. The Seraphine abilities are simply not landing. However, the Nautilus Hook does land. Syndra now shut down, and they might find a way into the Baron Pit, as Viego will be able to secure the Dragon, but will trade his life for it, as Ducky Warrior does find the reset. And now 5-man pings are coming through. Yes, I was saying should have went to the Baron, but listen, if you find 2 picks and then go for the Baron, that is completely fine. Why?
But wait, they wasted too much time. Iglos is in the bot lane while getting those 2 picks. Iglos went off for the side lane because he cannot be stopped by one man only.
He
Ducky
might be
Warrior
able to
decides
get
to
stopped
challenge
by
him.
Ducky Warrior if you tell me, because you know it is a lethality Jace. He doesn't really have enough to get through the Darius. However, what can get through a Versio is the Wukong with his Cyclone. Starforger and Prower think they're the invincible duo. However, they are being told they are very invincible because they are trying and they are getting failed by the team. Now Nautilus Hook does miss, however does for Cyclone's Flash. Ducky Warrior with the shutdown onto the Jace. Drakor does find the kill onto the Seraphine, but now Drakor might be able to trade his life for it, as a Verso have been trolling for a bit too much. Now Starforger, very low HP, will be spotted with the blue ward, needs to make a run for it. 4-man strong on the side of Cavalieri. Why are you not baroning? Ayo! Yes, you're...
They're afraid. They're
They're
afraid. Their
afraid.
DPS is not there. The bot lane is way too open. Starforger is too much of a threat. They cannot ignore this champion. Lee Sin is way too strong for them to just say, hey, he's not there, we can do it.
I mean,
They pick up a kill and they take the safe way out, not trying to push another objective, as like I previously said, they do not have the stable DPS output of a standard ADC. They decide, you know, if we're not 5-man on this, why do we want to contest this? Just one guy showing up and smiting it away could be the end of the world for us, because then after that we would be just run down in a team fight against our own will.
why is Cavalieri
Cavalieri.
winning fights?
Why is Cavalieri winning fights? Oh, let me tell you. I am glad to tell you. Ducky Warrior has caught up to Eyegloss and went to level 17. Peach White is getting amazing ultimates. Skeldetsu is saving his abilities and actually managing to snipe people. Bodgar, for some reason, doing damage all of a sudden, and Akali getting some really, really nasty ults and picks off.
And now we have the Baron fight, which will decide the game. Scatter of the week does go into Glad. Glad eating a lot of damage. Now Braccoon trying to find his way in the pit. Akali already have HP. So much damage has been done from the Baron. Now Ducky Warrior with his flash needs to find the play. That's a very good ultimate on the side of Seraphine. Peachway trying to save it with his own Cyclone. Legate of the Iron Sorali will save the backline. And now Terracotta has been used. Glad will eat the Q from the Lee Sin. A triple man root on the side of Seraphine. Iglos looking to clean the backline. However, Glad sacrificing his life with the root. It might give Aversio the time to clean the backline. Now Darius focusing the mid wave, thus trying to deny them the possibility to end on the two crucial death timers. But now Aversio do have the Baron in play, and it does seem that the Baron was a bait all along for the side of Cavalieri, as they're able to get the Baron at the end of the day on the side of Aversio. Looking so good. But now
I did not expect that fight to go the side of Aversio. I was really, really looking forward to yet another wombo combo, another juggler, another like trampoline park for the enemy team. You know, a Wukong ult into a Nautilus ult. Geld getting some amazing ults off there, managing to stall the enemy just long enough for the play to be saved, so to say. Most unfortunate that oh my god, did you just see that?
how fast the Jace was? Yes, son.
Yes. My apologies, Jace. I did not know that that Arcane gave you those kinds of buffs. I could have sworn that it was Victor who learned to walk from that series, not you.
As we are seeing a bit of now another stalemate around this dragon. 1 minute, the next Drake fight, Mountain Soul would be really good on the side of Aversio. Peach White will be looking to perhaps deny that, looking for a steal. Akali now will find Prower in the bush. Prower a bit too far forward. He is a Taric, however, his ult is still up. He doesn't even have the chance to use it because he CC'd into Oblivion, or he
Rather, I
chose
think he saves it.
for the next fight. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I think that if he was going to ult there, he would get yelled at by his teammates because actually saving it ends up being more worth it. He'd be able to save that really long cooldown game changer ultimate for the next major team fight. I think that Aversio actually opted here to give up this Drake contest and instead focus on trying to make sure that the lanes are pushed out so that they could probably contest a Baron. But who knows? Maybe Cavalieri are going to make a comeback here. Just maybe they are going to flip this game around on Aversio because Aversio's playing way too safe. Who knows?
I don't
Genuinely,
think
who
Averse is
knows?
playing too safe. I think Averse is playing too aggressive, if you ask me. As now Starforger being aggressive, looking for the Akali, does get rooted in place by Glad. Glad has got a bit out of position, does able to get the ult onto Drakor now. Peach White looking to join the fight with his Cyclone, does get away from the rest of the team. Redemption coming out on the side of Sarah, healing this team from very far away. But now Peach White will flash away at the very low HP. Igros will pop his GA. Glad now sacrificing his life, and it's a double kill on the side of the Star Forger. Viego with the reset, looking now to perhaps close out the game as two crucial members are down. Star Forger does find his way onto the Akali. He does get stunned. He doesn't find the Q at the end of the day to go onto Akali. And the Versa are doing the 5-man push in the mid lane. Who needs so when you have my 5 men alive and a Baron buff, which is still active for the time being? Will it run out soon enough? No, they need to... yes, actually, they just need to defend this wave. It does seem that Aversio is going to play it slow. They're just going to collect the soul. And then they look forward. As Starforger saying, nah, does use his insect ability. Is able to kick Darius away. His entire team must be screaming at him. And... wow. Interesting. As we are just gonna say, I think, you know, Berkon secure the dragon here. Understandably so. No contest. As now, if we look quickly at the gold, the Seraphine has actually fallen behind 3k gold behind the Syndra against the early game. Junglers are actually pretty even, they vibing. Top lane, 3k gold ahead from the side of Jace, but Jace is full build, so actually Darius is catching up from any point forward. And Ziggs is actually kind of equal with Lee Sin, 1k gold difference at this state of the game stage. not that big of a difference, you know. Supports actually fine as well. Both of them sitting at 3 completed items, so next fight could be anyone's fight, could be definitely a Verse have the advantage, I will want to say, with Lee Sin scaling a lot better. Seraphine hasn't really looked that good, not hitting the ultimate really well, but if, you know, if they...
A few whiffs here and there, you know, nothing that we can really do about it. Those were desperate attempts at trying to catch out the enemy. At least we know that Akali is not going to go down without fighting. We are very sure of that at the very least.
At the very least, that's for sure. Seraphine, though, still level 15, the lowest level member on the side of Cavalieri here.
Geld.
Geld. I forgot about Geld. To be honest, I don't really count supports when I'm saying that. Like automatically, it's like supports don't exist when I'm counting levels, because like in my mind they're always gonna be the lowest level. So
Which
you're
is
right,
true. Which is true.
You're right. Glad he's only 1 level away. To be fair, only 1 level away. As Starforger is playing with fire here. Versa positioning very aggressively, looking to poke down the quarter of Bodgar's, a bit more than quarters of Bodgar's HP bar. Gone with a single Q from the side of Eyeglass. As actually we have to say that Cavalieri have a lot of good wave clear. Versa struggling a bit to find the push here. They are waiting for this bot side, as it does seem that Eyeglass will be heading over there. And Ziggs is holding his own in this top side, as now Eyeglass will be showing and 2 waves will be crashing into the Nexus at the same time. Cavalieri will have to split kind of to defend both ways at the same time. Verso not able to find anything from it. Only Qs are from the Lee Sin and landing onto Glad, so...
Right, Lee Sin, I believe, has become a mage. He's just throwing Qs for the sake of throwing them. He's become artillery mage. He's more or less annoying the enemy team to do something, because we know very damn well that the instant that Cavalieri decide to do an aggressive play, he will be out-positioned and out-everything, and they will eventually be turned on at their earliest inconvenience.
So, bearing up, how Aversa should just do this. Aversa right now, I think, are just wasting time by standing in the base aggressively. Maybe they couldn't 2-man it with Syndra Viego. That would be, I think, something they want to do, as they do have the
And they
items.
are actually doing it.
Yeah, they have the items stashed so late in the game, you can definitely do it with a Mountain Soul helping you out. Now, if you're Cavalier, you need to be aware, listen, they're definitely up to something. We need to either find a pick here, or look to interrupt it. However, Akali is just left alone in the bot side, and it does seem that they're just gonna give it and so will beat out the game. As Eyeglass is still positioning severely aggressively. They will be sorted out by a blue ward, but... Oof.
What's the point of vision if you can't do anything about it?
I think Cavalieri are holding out for the Drake, for the Elder Drake. They're like, maybe we defend enough for the Elder Drake, as both of their inhibitors will respond simultaneously. They do get a breather with this Baron buff. Super minions will not be coming into the base immediately. So if they're able to get rid of the super empowered super minions, bro, what the red bull
Well,
am I smoking?
Baron empowered super minions.
Yeah. As
The Red Bull is talking out of you at this moment. I believe that it's the monster has taken you over.
it's giving me wings, and those wings are to yap, and they're making
I
stuff
see.
up.
Right, not a problem. We all understood what you were trying to say there. We're going to be seeing probably another Baron power play somewhere here or there. The game is nowhere near to an end. Like, we're seeing that they're sitting at Nexus, but I don't feel like this game is going to end. This is just going to be Balloons TD for the side of
I mean,
Cavalieri.
actually, Cavalieri are already hitting the level 18. Akali now level 16.
He's catching up.
They're full
Only up.
builds. They're almost all full builds. Like, Aversio are really giving a lot of room for Cavalieri to breathe here, and just gonna be a team fight. And listen, if one team wipes the other team, it's just gonna be GG. So, scatter of the
Yeah,
week.
with 1 minute timers, a whole 1 minute for respawn, unless someone with that much amazing full clear remains alive. I think it's gonna be over. Yeah, you're
Look at
right.
Starforger trying to be Zambiru, bro. You can only mimic a fraction of his power. as he finds their first inhibitor, but he might have to pay the price for it, and that price is Flash. But finally, Aversio open up the top side. Ziggs was forced off. Now Peach will look for the triple cyclone. Terracolt will come out. Scatter of the Week does find him. Now the Terracolt so huge. Ducky Warrior in the back line. Zone is coming out from the side of Dracor. Redemption coming out from the side of Tarek. No, this does hook Dracor. Dracor in the front line. In the meantime, Ducky Warrior onto Iglos. Does pop the GA one more time. GA was back up from the previous fight. Now Iglos will resurrect. Ducky Warrior is so huge in this fight. The bleeds are onto everyone. In the meantime, Starforger is fighting in the back line. Akali does find her way to the fight. Glad is trying his best. Akali, when it matters most, does find another double kill. It's a repeat of the beginning of the game, and thus she finds another route, and it's an ace from the side of Cavalieri. Do they have the possibility to end? I don't think they have the end, but they definitely have the Elder Drake fight. Oh my god, the game is not over.
Cavalieri pulling off an amazing triple play. Exactly what I was waiting for. Ducky Warrior pulling out that Darius 1v5 on his own against 4 people. He manages to space himself so perfectly that he survives a whole repertoire of abilities. Every single champion throwing everything they have at him, and he still lives. He is just that much of a monster. We should not underestimate him. He's not even full build yet. On the other hand, Aversio are a team full of full build champions. The only one who's not full build is Diego, who's holding control word. We're actually seeing that could Aversio fall here because Cavalieri would out team fight them? Are we seeing one of the Mad Titans? Are we seeing one of the Mad Titans of Maltese League of Legends, one of the top tier teams, losing to newcomers just because of team fighting? Are we going to see that today? Are you telling me that there is a chance that we are going to be seeing the underdogs actually take the win home this time today?
Honestly, fuck everyone pickups. I'm behind Cavalieri here. I want them to win this. They've been fighting so fucking hard against a Molten Soul, against 2 Barons. They hold the line. Aversio perhaps have thrown a bit too much. And as you know, you need to pay respect to the lower tier teams. You don't just throw them straight to their face and not expect for them to retaliate. As Starforger, you're a bit too far forward for Cavalieri's stays, as he will fall down. And it's now a 5v4. Cavalieri, where are you guys in chat? Come on, Cavalieri fans, rise up. It's your time to support your team. Who's behind Cavalieri? Come on, let me hear the chat. Are you riled up? As Cavalieri are making their stand forward against Aversio. 5 men strong on the map. Triple inhibitor down. So oppressive though on the side of Aversio. Those super minions are kind of saving their dame. As now we are seeing a battle till the bitter end as we're at a 45-minute game. This is absolute cinema and I'm all for it.
Yes, indeed, absolute cinema. We're watching a movie in the makings. You heard Marvel? You heard DC? That's nothing, bro. Let's talk about Riot Games and League of Legends, bringing us one of the best forms of entertainment, a match between the underdog and the Maltese League of Legends. Let's say pros, why not? Maltese League of Legends pros. We're seeing one of the most entertaining matches in a long time, ever since Teemo have shown themselves on the Rift. We're seeing one of the most hype, the most close, the most like... I can't even find words for this, right? The most,
Oh my god! Got out! Got out! This perfect Braconus got out! And the Brave is still alive! Budgar has got like 5 minutes! Jace is in the bot side, he is pushing. Top and bot are really scary for the side of Cavalieri. As now Viego is dead, Bracoon is dead, Igros is pushing, and now they need to be careful as Ducky Warrior has reset, and now it's a 3v3 with no Elder buff. Prower is walking forward, Starforger here, and they need to be careful, Cavalieri. You might just throw all your hopes and dreams, or the people who are behind you in the chat. The Seraphine on fight so.
I think your mic cut out. I'll take it on from here. We're seeing some amazing trades over here. We're seeing a fight in the mid lane. Unfortunately, Darius unable to join it. Peach White getting off that full-on engage. But what's this actually? A double kill on the side of Aversio. Cavalieri have paced themselves incorrectly and have fallen. A triple kill goes to Jace. And unfortunately, with everyone's hopes and dreams on their back, I believe that this one last attempt to take the Baron Nashor was the straw that broke the camel's back. As we now see Aversio unfortunately destroying Cavalieri's Nexus turrets. This game is going to come to a close. Lucky Warrior trying his most valiant to turn back, but without his team to back him up. It is over.
It is indeed over. What a game from the side of Cavalieri. They gave us all the entertainment. They even broke my mic for the time being until I had to fix it. GG, well played on the side of Aversio. But that was entertaining. That was content. A 48-minute game. Whew.
I don't know. That right there was a match for the ages. We saw some of the most concise, some of the most well thought out plays. But every time that Cavalieri went for that Baron, they did not have the AD DPS to back them up. As much as they wanted to take it out, Ziggs could just not pull that weight. Unfortunately, at every attempt that they were ahead and about to win the game, the Baron call costed them the game. That right there,
What a game.
that right there was the game. Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema it was. Man. Man, what a complete and utter content game, and I'm really excited to see who was um who is gonna be like who is gonna be like the MVP of this game. Because who do you even give the MVP to?
Well, you can't really say MVP, right? The game was so carried by the entire team together as a collective, more than by one singular player. But if I'd have to decide that Jay's getting triple kill, most damage in the game, I think he deserves it. I think Jace can get it. I think Jace is going to take that MVP. From my personal opinion, I'm going to call up Eyegloss for the MVP interview. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I'll let them like see. I'll let them see. I'm sorry, but if one is MVP this game, he kind of trolled it, and I think it's the reason it lasted ever so longly. So I really cannot be giving him MVP. I want to see who they throw in the interview channel, and then we're gonna let the Versa decide. If they think one is a MVP, man, it is what it is.
I see. So that's how it is. Well, in that case, I'd like to start with my closing statement. I have a match against Cavalieri this upcoming Friday, and after seeing their performance in this game, I am terrified. I could not tell you how much of an inspiring show that was, but at the same time, me as their opponent in the upcoming matches, how terrifying that display of force was.
It is what it is. Cavalieri, come on, like. Who's
Cavalieri
MVP?
could
I'm not
definitely.
choosing. I'm not choosing. For I'm not choosing. You guys choose, man. Leah. Leah. It wasn't. I'm not gonna choose. I'm not gonna choose. Mm-mm-mm. You guys choose. Don't put this onto me. Um.
Cause I'm only human after all. Oh, I'm only human after all. Don't put the choice
It's
on
on
me.
me.
Right, let's ask Skygloss what he thinks the MVP is. Right. Whew. I
We are
feel
seeing
spent
maybe
after the
Drakur being on the MVP stage, and we are seeing Drakur ready for MVP. Le Bonbon. Do you have any closing words and after that game before I leave you for the night?
Whew, I'm spent. That game right there was way more exciting than it should have been. Who would have thought that Cavalier could put up that much of a fight? I really look forward to more of their games, and I really look forward to you potentially casting the game of ours against them. Let me check that. Cavalier versus Griffin, and the caster is Luke. You will be watching our game.
I
Let's
will
look forward
not
to
only
that.
be watching, I'll be casting it and I'll look forward.
Oof.
Hopefully, you can match the hype of this game.
Now it looks like that's our only hope left over to
Yeah,
pull off
man.
some hype.
You can for
Radio.
sure do it. And with that, bye bye. Gonna hop over to the interview
Yep.
and bye bye.
See you.
See ya. Good night. Hello, Drakur.
Hello,
My
how you doing,
man,
man?
you ruined me. You ruined 45-minute game. You're pulling like all the content, man. After 4 games, come on, don't do that to me. You cannot do that to me.
Decided to put on a bit of a show, I guess.
You did put on one hell of a show, and was it all planned? Tell me about it.
Well, I mean, Juan decided he wanted to play Lee Sin bot, and I mean, there's no arguing with Juan once he decides he wants to do something.
Yeah.
So we had the Lee Sin Taric bot, then we had to try and mold the comp around it. But then, the comp Cavalieri chose was really, really good into our comp, I feel. It was pretty hard for us to play out fights, and they played it pretty well. But then, I mean, some fights went our way and we won the game off of it.
Yeah. For sure. What do you think about the draft? What do you think about how they drafted against it?
Well, I think Cavalieri's draft was pretty good. I mean, our comp we had me and Jace kind of like as a poke, trying to one shot people while they try to come into us, right? But their range was higher, so they had Seraphine Zig's range higher, so we can't really play it that way. And also we had Viego, Lee Sin, Taric, all champions who want to kind of go in. And they had a Darius, Wukong, Nautilus, like Seraphine, so if we go in like that, then it's good for them anyway. So it was a pretty good content to us, I'd say.
Was there any moment? I've asked 3 questions today where any moment which you win. I'm gonna change it up for you. Was there any moment which you went, oh fuck, we lost?
I'm gonna be honest. When I saw Mr. Brickun getting caught on a red buff before Baron, I'm like, wait, fuck, they get Baron here, no? But we had our race we had the triple inhib there. Igleson started pushing bot, so it wasn't an instantly lost. And then since they had to respond to the bot wave, and we had like pretty good engage with the Lee Sin Taric because their Darius wasn't there. So we still won the fight.
And you just was able to, I won't say end it out cleanly, but definitely find the final team fight.
Yes.
A bit, giving them an elder is what I would call a catch. I mean, bro, I was hyped. I was like, okay, they're gonna slowly bleed out, and you're bringing back, and then with you got the soul, I'm like, holy moly, back and forth game. Perhaps is there like any advice which you can give them after their performance?
I mean, the performance was pretty good. I think the only problem their draft had was they didn't have really good. Their Baron was pretty bad, so they never really could force the Baron.
They always had to find a
But
team fight before Baron, then go from a good team fight to a Baron. They should never be the one starting out Baron.
I mean, yeah, and also like because Jace, we're kind of baiting them to go bot lane. So me and Jace make a play bot lane. Then they think, oh, they're bot lane, we can do Baron. But Jace is deceptively like very, very fast, so he'll get to top lane even if he doesn't have TP.
We realized bro was zooming. Like at one moment he was just
Yes.
Sonic all the way in the top lane.
He has his ult, he has Yo moves, I think. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure he had Yo moves.
Yeah, he had Yo
he's
moves.
very, very fast.
He was incredibly fast. Caught up both of the casters off guard just how fast he was being on the map. So playing Jace to utmost limits, knowing the limits on the champ. Would love to see what Iglos and why he picked Jace into Darius, if that's just a counter or as a Darius OTP, but I'll have to save that question for another day. Not sure if anyone in chat has a question for Drakor. From my side, I don't really have any more questions unless you have something which you want to point out in the game.
I'm sorry, Mr. Akali, that I couldn't give you Akali. That's what I said in the draft. I told them leave Akali open and then leave Yone open, but they didn't. So, what can you do? They forced us to go Syndra Seraphine mid.
Listen, it's a good question in chat because even I have to face you guys. How do you deal with Brecon Viego?
What do you mean? How to deal with Brickun Viego? You can't deal with him. It's too good.
It's too good. It's too good.
It's
To
too
be
good.
honest, I didn't
There's
see
no
it
counter.
popping off too much this game. Like it didn't feel like the star of the game. To me, it was more Iglos and you on the side, like popping off. Iglos poke was insane. Not really a Viego comp, perhaps. Very hard to get the resets with where you're playing at such a range. Personally, he just got caught out in the Baron pit as well, so he wasn't really too influential, perhaps in the final team fights. But at the end of the day, a win is a win. And who do you think now would like be the other than Argany? Is there any other team which you're really looking forward to face off against?
Honestly, I'm just excited to meet all the teams. I can't lie. I'm excited to see like all the teams the new teams that registered. But then there's also Horizon, because their mid laners are like it's pretty interesting. So I do want to play against them.
Yeah, definitely someone who we're facing tomorrow, and it's actually really scary to face. This dude is really good mechanically. He is popping off, and you know it will be a scary matchup for sure for us. So I am personally very excited for the Horizon as well. I think like Horizon is one that like as a team we agreed we want to like actually like really excited for the game. There is another team which I'm not mentioning because we want to keep the surprise, which also we're really excited to face. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
blame you for wanting
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Horizon. With that, I don't know if you have any final questions or there's not questions. Sorry, I'm too tired. Final message to the fan or to the people in the chat who saw this game. To close out the interview and to close out the stream.
I mean, thank you for watching, and well, I'm excited to see the rest of the games of the league. The thing's been pretty fun, pretty interesting.
Do you think you made it to funny this week? To the funny clips?
I mean, this one will probably go down for sure. The listen bot lane it has to. So
Yeah, that you definitely
I
gave me
was
something to cook.
I wasn't looking bot lane much because I was trying to focus on my matchup mid, but no man, I know what was happening early game. I can't lie.
Yeah. With that, good night, Drakor, and see you on the
Good
Rift, man.
night, man. See you, man.
Bye bye. With that, I will be moving on to close out the stream. Guys, if you're still here, drop a follow. Man, I just did 4 streams. If you're not following already, what are you doing? I always try and give my best. My mic cut out, unfortunately, during that final fight. But, it's still content nonetheless. We work with Scuff. I am a scuffed person. Let's still make it work. Good job on Bonbon for casting the last 2 games. Good job of picking up where my mic cut out. Good job just in general doing good analysis. Good job also, to the new caster that joined us today, Kane, very good job on his side for his first ever cast in the LCM. Will be streaming, I think, some games himself, so looking forward to what Kane will do. Good job to all the teams that played Griffin, Gunblade, Aversio, HUJ, Cavalieri, Waffle Warriors, and I think that's everyone, unless I missed anyone. Good job on all of you. Gladiators, good job on all of you, and with that, I'm going to be closing out for the day. I have a very juicy meal waiting for me. Adios, guys. Enjoy your sleep and don't dream about this game because you're going to be stuck in some really good content. Bye bye.